This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Bryce Burge, host of Your Soccer Passport here on Public House Media. After this episode, come join us on a trip around the soccer world as we discuss club and country every Tuesday. Stamp your soccer passport by subscribing on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your Public House Media podcasts. And thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey guys.
Coffee with Keith.
And Katie on Public House Media.
We have our coffee with us. Hope you have your coffee with you.
Clink.
Clink. Take a sip. Well, we just had St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Katie's Irish,
Yep.
so big deal for her.
So that means Keith is honorarily.
I'm honorarily Irish.
Yeah.
I'm not Irish at all. But
Yep. You're pure German.
pure German,
Yep.
apparently. So yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope everybody had a good, safe weekend.
Yes.
We've spent the past 8 years in Chicago, and boy, oh boy, there's been some St. Patrick's Day stuff to tell you about from our days in Chicago. But that's for a
And we
different
never saw the river dyed green.
It was always so cold, and it's like, all right, they're gonna drive the thing around the river, and it'll turn green, and
But I'm
it'll
too
happen.
short to see it, and it won't be fun.
Yeah, whatever. But
But we did see some crazy people.
yeah, oh yeah.
It's crazier than usual in Chicago.
Oh man, remember that one time we were out real late, and we were walking to the train, and within a block and a half, we saw a guy with his friend. His friend was holding the back of this guy's head like this,
Yep.
and there was blood.
Blood.
Like kind of like gushing between this guy's finger because his friend's head was bleeding. His friend looked, since his head was bleeding, his friend looked like he was actually in pretty decent shape.
Yep.
But
He was standing.
he was standing, he was talking, he was like, I don't know what happened, man, or what, and his friend had his hand like that.
The
And
cops were standing there waiting for an ambulance.
then there was this girl. She was running across State Street.
It's a busy street.
It's a busy street. It's a main street in Chicago, with the Chicago Theater there and everything. So it's a busy street, and she was inebriated, definitely. So she was like running across the street
In high heels.
in high heels, and she beats the traffic with one step. As she's taking her other step, her foot makes the curb. Her heel does not make the curb. So back she falls, backwards into traffic, this close to getting annihilated by a taxi. We hope everybody had a nice, safe time.
And on the train into the city, there was a guy standing in the train.
Oh, he had that bag of
And-
wine.
Yeah, and he just fell straight back.
Straight.
And hit his head on the
Straight
floor
back.
of the train, like,
Yeah.
thunk.
He was really
was bad.
He was really drunk and he was standing. And David, thanks for watching. We're talking about
Hi, David.
incredibly drunk people in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day. Talked about the guy with the bleeding head, the girl that almost got hit by the taxi to catch you up.
Yep.
And now the guy we were on the red line going into the city, and he was drunk, and he was holding on to his thing just fine or whatever, and he had the bag of wine in one hand, and just doing his thing, and so the train stops, people get off, people get on, taking a drink of wine, train takes off. He falls back as if he had gotten punched by Mike Tyson, just completely like he didn't even reach to grab on anything. He's taking a drink of his wine and then
Whack!
straight back, head
Oh,
on the ground.
sounded bad.
And this was a different guy than the guy whose head was bleeding.
Yeah, his head didn't
Nobody could wake this dude up. This dude was out. It was quite a day. But anyways, that was
all in one day, one night.
confession. That guy was me both times and the girl was Kate. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. Hope everybody had a safe and fun St. Patrick's Day, a fun weekend. There was a lot of basketball going on. We all know what the NCAA tournament looks like now, so fill out those brackets. Katie and I, we're going to fill out our brackets.
Yeah.
And we're going to share that on our show. And we'll see how we're doing on the show, going along each week to see how we're doing and how you are all doing as well with that. Well, anyways, to get on to the bulk of the show, we moved on to what is Katie's most favorite thing in the world. Dessert.
Yep. I thought it would be fun to be back in the kitchen with you guys and make something Irish. And nothing would be short enough to make on the show. So Keith graciously volunteered to make, what is it?
Irish tea cake.
Irish tea cake.
Irish tea cake, which you can have with either tea or coffee.
Oh.
It's a light cake. It's not supposed to be really rich or really heavy, but it's supposed to be a nice little sweet, light dessert that you can have really at any time without, feeling super terribly guilty that you're eating dessert. So
It looks amazing.
So I baked it.
He did.
Today. Katie was at work.
Yep.
I work from home, so of course
So he had nothing to do.
I have, of course, nothing to do. And people that work at home, nothing to do.
No.
So I baked the cake,
Yep.
and
I knew you were coming out of bake
We're
the cake.
gonna
Bake
brighten
the
things
cake.
up here a little
Knew
bit.
you were coming out of bake the cake. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do?
So boom.
Not
See if we
pretty.
can.
And then it's supposed to have either strawberries or raspberries. And Keith told me to get.
Well, raspberries or blueberries. I said raspberries, but Katie got blueberries.
I thought he said blueberries, and so I got blueberries.
So
Isn't that pretty?
see that there, a little dusting of
that powdered
little
sugar.
dusting of the powdered sugar and the blueberries on top. Don't take that blueberry. See, you made the blueberry fall. You made 2 blueberries fall. One of my blueberries. Pretty good blueberries. All right, so cake, nice light cake. As I said, a little bit of vanilla flavoring in there, but it's really just a sponge cake. And so here we go. Gonna cut it. While I'm cutting this, Katie, entertain the people.
You gonna entertain people?
Entertain.
I knew you were coming out of bake the cake. Bake the cake. I love. Oh, now you're wasting blueberries.
Losing blueberries all over the place here.
I love dessert of all kind. And I really love anything to do with Ireland. Unfortunately,
the blueberries are just
he
falling
lost
all
half
over.
blueberries. Unfortunately, Ireland does not have my type of food. Like
What's your type of food?
macaroni and cheese.
Mac and cheese all the time.
Hey.
Very easy to please.
Corned beef and cabbage. No. It's all very hearty and bland. And normally I like bland and hearty. But for sweets, they really don't do sweets.
They don't, unfortunately for Katie.
If you look up Irish desserts, the majority of them are anything with Baileys. If you add Bailey's Irish cream to it, apparently that makes it Irish.
All right. Well, here's the cake. Looks like it came out pretty good.
It looks beautiful.
Got some sponge in there. Got the blueberries. All right, boom.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I got mine. So not only was this the time to make an Irish dessert because it's St. Patrick's Day, but also see how I did in the kitchen with dessert. So got a little bit of cake, got a little bit of blueberry. We'll see how I did, huh?
I can't get it. It's still a little warm even.
Still a little warm even.
It's good stuff, Keith.
A little bland for me.
It's not overly sweet, which is what I like.
It's not supposed to be.
Right.
Again, it's not supposed to be overly sweet.
It's not what Ireland does.
Again, it's supposed to be a light dessert cake where you don't feel really guilty. You don't feel like you're gonna, gain 100 pounds after eating it.
I never let dessert make me feel guilty.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
It is good. Thank you for making it.
You need more fruit, and you can also add some Cool Whip or whipped cream on there to make it taste good.
I don't think that's very authentic Irish, though.
They said you could do it on the recipe thing. Mixed with the coffee. It's a winning combination right there. I don't know how it's supposed to taste. I've never had it before, but I think it tastes good. Katie think it tastes good.
It's perfect. It's exactly what I envisioned when you picked out the recipe.
Yeah.
Yay, Keith!
I'm awesome.
Yes, you are. But we knew that already.
So that was pretty much it. That's all I had to do all day. But again, we didn't have anything sweet in the house, so I decided to make that for Katie on St. Patrick's Day, and thought I'd share it with all of you all. So it's a really easy recipe. Just go online. Russian Irish tea cake. It's good for any occasion. Very good. Put some powdered sugar on there with either raspberries,
I bet
blueberries.
ice cream would be really good.
Bet you ice cream would be really good with it too. And any type of berry would gotta be good with it. Strawberry, raspberries, blueberries. Yeah, blackberries too, even probably. With either powdered sugar, whipped cream, probably ice cream, anything else that you usually use to dress a cake.
It's bland enough to go with anything, but just sweet enough to be worth eating.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, that's it for Coffee with Keith.
I'm Katie. On Public House Media.
She's being very polite right now. Hope that you all enjoyed having coffee and cake with us. Again, try the Irish tea cake recipe. Very good.
Stuff.
Can't go wrong. Guarantee it. I made it taste good. That means anybody can make it taste good. So, hope you all have a great week, and we will see you again next week for more coffee. Oh, actually, I'm going to be on the road, so we'll see how it goes next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's right. I'm leaving on Thursday.
Wow.
Going to Los Angeles, have some work to do over there. So
You might have to do it yourself, because whatever happens when I have to go live by myself, I'm technologically challenged. I don't know what happens.
guess I'll be going live for
I
myself.
think it's going to have to be you on your own.
Then I'll be on my way back from LA. We'll see where I am next week on Monday. I don't even know yet. So,
We'll see. We'll find out.
only one way to find out where I'm going to be on Monday. Gotta tune in to Coffee with Keith and Katie on Public House Media. Right here, every Monday, 7 p.m. Be here, which is going to be 5 p.m. Western time. Holy smokes.
Oh my goodness.
See how I did the math there? That's pretty good. I know
Well
I know
done.
time zones and math.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Darn right, good job. Everybody have a great week, and we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Corey. Bye.